stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
On the quick, right?
Dell motioning over. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. They face second down and 7. To throw is Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, complete to Dell. 12 yards on that hookup. First down for Houston.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He's going to let this one go deep. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door, first and goal.
Learn to hot. Oh, ready?
They'll run here with Mixon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal.
Here we go.
Let the fullback try to power it home. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Christian Harris there on the stop. Second and 7. To throw is Levis. That's to the former Jaguar and Falcon, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. The man in motion is Burks. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Titan 1st down. They give to Pollard on the option. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Again, it's Pollard. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Levis. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. This one intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And third down coming up.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are on top. It's 14-10. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And this is going to be a Titans first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. The ball comes out. The Texans have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Levis with a give to Spears. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He's got a man. That's Traylon Burks. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. It's a gain of 34. Levis to throw. And he'll take it on in. Traylon Burks. Touchdown Titans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Folks' extra point is good. And the Titans move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Second down, and here's a run, and here's Mixon. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
3rd and 9. Here's Stroud. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 2nd down, Levis. That caught Tony Pollard. 14 on the pickup. First down for Tennessee. A give to Pollard, running right. He'll get this ahead for about 3. The veteran Danico Autry brings him down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. A 2nd down throw here for Levis. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Levis. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Levis. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
They run, it's out of the gun, and that's Spears. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, Levis. And that is incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll go. Here's Levis. He's going to pick up a Titans 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That's caught by Spears out of the backfield.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal. He's taken down at about the 8.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
The Titans will use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to... until halftime. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Levis to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Here's Levis to throw. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Levis. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans cut the deficit down to 1.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. Dell motioning over. On first down, it's Stroud. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And this one will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchdown. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, it's Levis. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Titan first down. On the give, it's Pollard. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll let one go down the middle. He is in. Jordan Whittington. Touchdown, Tennessee. And that is touchdown. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. That one taken in by Jay Spears. Touchdown, Titans.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and It works to perfection.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw here on first down. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Third down, 3 to go.
All right.
Now, Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
All right.
Now, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third down and 9.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Texans set to punt this one away. Jaquan Jackson deep to return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He'll work forward for a couple. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Levis. That's made there by Burks. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. So on fourth down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go.
Dell motioning over. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That's good for 11 and a 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Spears. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. 3rd and short, and you come up with a big stop, taking the ball carrier down for a loss. Now you put yourselves in a position to hopefully get the ball back and give your offense a chance to go down there and take the lead.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't nearly as productive.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. That one underneath here to Mixon. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Levis to throw it here on 1st down. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run here with Pollard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout call by the defense with 1:53 remaining. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, this is Spears. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Once again, it's Spears. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. So now the veteran, Nick Folk, with an important kick. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Here's Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. To throw is Stroud. Going up top. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Stroud to throw. He'll push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Oh, a loose football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.